Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to our live trading session for today. All right, so on this session, we'll be analyzing the market and I'll be giving you, guides on how to properly analyze the market. Today is Tuesday and Thursday is our session for, the beginners. So I'll try as much as possible to make it a beginner friendly. All right. All right, so let's dive into the forex market and see what's going on. Okay, so this is GBP CAD and this is a forex pair. Okay, this is a forex pair. This is uh, the British pounds against the Canadian dollars. All right, so to analyze this market, let's delete all the previous analysis. Okay, so I'm going to make a fresh analysis on the chart. So what we're going to be doing today is, just to show you guys how analysis are done properly. If you want to become a profitable forex trader, the first thing you want to know how to do is how to analyze the market. All right. So you want to know how to properly analyze the market for you to get, the direction of the market, of the trend. So, and that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be showing you guys how, to draw your support, your resistance, your trend lines. Um, I've already gave, a guide on this. I've, defined what support and resistance, uh, what they stand for, how to use them, and, their importance. Okay. So today I'm going to be making, let's say, the practical aspect of the support and the resistance, which is showing you guys how it is done on the chart. So guys, get your pen and paper because today is going to be an educative session. All right. So we're not just trying to make money. We are trying to learn how, to properly look at the market and how to get positive entries. All right. So let's start with the trend line because as you can see, the market is obviously going bullish. All right. It's on the bullish direction. So to draw a trend line, what you want to do is you want to have points. Okay. You want to have higher highs. All right. So if for a downtrend, you want to have lower lows. All right. So for an uptrend, you want to have higher highs, and you want to have higher highs, that are connecting to each other when you are drawing your trend line. So what I mean by connecting to each other is this. So let's say we want to draw a trend line on this chart, okay, because we already figured that the market is going up. Now we have this low. This is our starting point. You can start from anywhere. You can go to the 2 hour time frame. You can decide to, zoom in your chart uh, to get your entry. But what I'm doing is I'm starting from this level. So this is my low and this is my high. So from this level to this level now, I want to see what has happened. Okay. So from this level, from this low to this high, I want to see, where market has broken structures, which is, broke structure to the upside, uh, which is, trend confirmation, trend continuation pattern. All right. So let's just say what I'm looking for is a trend continuation pattern, which is breaking highs, all right, and creating new highs, which is higher highs. All right. So now we have a high here, we have a low, we have another high, we have this low, and then we have this high. All right. No, let's use this. I think this is more obvious. We have this high, then we have this low. All right. So that is the first thing. All right, as I've said earlier, you want to figure out your high and your low, okay? And make sure that the market has created higher highs and higher lows. All right, we have breakout structures in the market. So now let's connect the dots. Let's connect our breakout structure level. Okay, let's see if there was really a breakout structure around those areas. And yes, we have a breakout structure here. We have another breakup structure. Okay. So you see we have this multiple breakup structure. All right. So we are done with the breakup structure part of our trend. Yes. So now it is confirmed that the market is going to continue to go up. So the next thing we want to look out for is um, let's see if we can have trend line connecting the dots together. Okay, let's see if we can have trend line connecting these dots together. So I want to draw a trend line from the low to the high. All right. So you see, when I took the trend line from this point, we had levels where the market had rejected. All right. And I made sure that the trend line, aligned with these levels. So this is just another trend confirmation. Okay. Um, So the importance of the trend line here now is trend line, as I've said in our previous sessions, trend line also serve as support and resistance. So we have the support trend line, we have the resistance trend line. So when you have when you have both trend lines on the chart, they make up trend channel, okay, trend line channel. So if I have both of them this way, then I can say I have a trend channel. Okay, I have a trend line channel. So this is the resistance trend line, and this is the support trend line. The scope of this is anytime the market touches any of the trend line, it will the market will go to the opposite direction. Now, if the market sells to this point and touch the lower trend line, the market is going to buy. All right, and if the market buys to the upper trend line and touches the trend line, the market is going to sell. Okay. All right. So we are done with that. The next thing we want to look out for here now is so for you that is if you're not familiar with the SMC concept, so in SMC, there's what we call displacement. All right, there's what we call displacement. I don't think it's only SMC that actually have displacement. I think if you are even just a price action trader, you should know what displacement is all about because displacement is very important. I mean, you have to pay attention to candles, uh, those long candles with long wicks. All right, there's a reason why a candle will form, a candle will create a spike in the market. There's always a reason. So those spikes are what, well, what is known as the displacement in the market. So anytime we have a displacement, the market will always want to come back to the displacement, fill in the gap, and then continue to the trend direction. So we have a displacement here, and this happened a few hours ago. Okay, and as you can see, the displacement aligned well with our trend line. So our trend line had suggested this level as our point of interest, where the market will get to and then continue to go bullish. All right. So from uh, our displacement, which is our fair value gap, okay, I love to call it fair value gap. So the fair value gap is also saying that the market, this is the point where it's expecting the market, to get to before it continues its bullish movement. Okay, so we have two confirmations already. The third confirmation is going to be when the market gets inside our POI, our point of interest. Now, when the market gets into the POI, we will be, looking out for candle rejections. Okay, a candle rejection, that's going to have a small body and a long wick, and preferably the wick will be above this box. Okay, the wick of the candle will be above uh, the area where I have indicated as our point of interest. All right. So this is what I'm expecting the market to do. I expect the market to come, and then I expect the market to go into the 50% of the fair value gap, buy to this level, make another retest, and then continue to go up. All right. So this is what I'm expecting. This is what I expect the market to do. All right. So this is my top-down analysis for GBPCAD. Okay. So this is my top-down analysis for GBPCAD. So you saw how I was able to make, my analysis. All right. So the only time I will be considering um, a sell for this market is, when the market goes below this level, which is below my trend line. Okay, below the trend line, below the fair value gap. Okay, so let's say the market closed above this level, then we'll be looking out for a sell instead of buy. Okay, but as it is now, uh, buy is what I'm looking out for. Okay, So I'll just wait for the market to get to my point of interest, which is my fair value gap, and then I can place my buy when I get a good confirmation. All right, let's make analysis from another instrument. Okay, let's analyze XAUUSD. Okay, let's analyze the gold market. So gold has been misbehaving since yesterday. Uh, Gold has been, moving up and down. Okay, let's delete all the previous analysis on gold. All right, so for gold, this is the 2 hour time frame. So I'm just going to make analysis from this level to this level. All right. So since I'm an intraday trader and not a long time trader, I don't like holding trade for days or for weeks. All right. So I'm an intraday trader. My trade are they run within the day, and when it's taking too long, I just close the trade instead. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw my trend line from the low, which is this level, to this level. Okay, draw my trend line from the low to the high, and then draw another one above, to complete the trend line channel. So now we have a trend line channel on the 2 hour time frame. Let's drop down to 1 hour time frame. All right, so now on the 1 hour time frame, we already know that the market is bullish, it's going up. And the reason why this market dropped down to this level was because of, what had happened here earlier, which is the market is trying to, uh, you know, align itself to with what the trend line is showing us. So here the trend line is giving us an uptrend, and we have a lower trend line. So the market needs, to align itself with the lower trend line. So that is what I think the market did there. All right. So if you look at this closely, we have liquidity purge. All this area is a level of liquidity, and the market took out the liquidity on that level. So we can use this as our point where liquidity had purged the market. So we have a liquidity purge on that level. So after the liquidity purge, the market went up, changing character. So the next thing to look out for now is the market had come back to the level where we had the liquidity, retested the level, and started creating bullish candle afterwards. All right, so now we have this level of interest. Okay, we have this level of interest. So this level of interest now is where I am expecting the market to get back to. So I'm expecting the market to come back to this level uh, before moving up further. So trust me, this market is going to continue to go up. This is the 30 minutes time frame. Then on the 30 minutes time frame, we have this level of interest. Okay, we have this level of interest. The market can get to the level of interest and then, sell down. So I'm expecting the market to sell down from this level. And, when it sells, this is the level I'm expecting it to get to. All right, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, we have multiple level of rejection. Okay, so we can actually use, yes, we can actually use the level as, okay, all right. So this can be our point of interest, and I'm expecting the market, all right, I'm expecting the market to get to this point and then sell down. Okay, so this aligns well with our analysis. Um, so as I've said earlier, I expect the market, to touch the lower trend line. All right. And since the market haven't, gotten to the lower trend line, I expect the market to get to this point, buy to this level. And once it mitigates the fair value gap, the market is going to drop to this point, to this level. Okay, it's going to sell to this point. So when the market is selling, when the market gets to this point, that is when we would open our sell position. Okay. So guys, this is our point of interest. But the thing here is we're not going to set a pending order. Okay. This is gold we are talking about, and this is the 30 minutes time frame. Gold is very volatile. So if we are to set a pending order, I think I'll prefer we do that from the lower time frame where we can get, smaller stop loss. Setting this pending order on higher time frame, I don't advise it unless you have a large account. Okay. So, and as you can see, we have this level. You see, we have this level where the market had purged liquidity on the lower time frame. So this is the 5 minutes time frame. So let's label this as our liquidity purge, and this level as our change of character. All right, let's continue, guys. Okay, so as I've said earlier, I expect a drop from this level, right? I expect a drop from this level, and as you can see on the lower time frame, we have a purge and a liquidity. Sorry, and a change in market structure. Okay, which is our point, our change of character. So this is our point of interest here, and I expect the market, to get here and sell to this level where we have our lower trend line. All right. So that is my analysis for XAU USD, guys. You can take a screenshot of this. Just replicate everything I did here. Replicate it on your chart, and once the market is giving, a rejection when it gets to this point, if you have a good confirmation, you can open a sell position. All right. And please, when you open the sell position, make sure to always check your trade. I mean, this is gold we are talking about. So gold is very volatile. Make sure to have a stop loss on. If you have a small balance, let's say you have less than $30, I would suggest once you start making profit, just close the position and wait until you get another good entry point. Right. Okay, so we have analysis on XAUUSD. Now let's go to another instrument. Let's do crypto instrument this time around. Okay, so let's do from BtcUSDT first. So here we have BtcUSDT. I'm just going to delete all the previous analysis. All right, so for this, I have to, switch to the 2-hour time frame. Let's do 4 hours. All right, so the market is still on downtrend, but I don't want to use the 4 hours since I'm just looking for short time trades. So I'm going to use my support and resistance level instead. Okay, I'm going to use my support and resistance level. Let's see if we can get. Okay, it's not aligning well. Okay, I think it did align well with the market movement. And then we can also have it this way. Right. So let's move down to 30 minutes time frame. All right. So on the 30 minutes time frame, we want to take it from the initial stage. Let's see why the market had moved to this level, and what is causing this market instability. So the market is currently unstable. We have, you see, the movement is not smooth. So from this area to this area, even though the market is bullish, you see how many hours it took the market to get to this point. So the market has been ranging seriously. All right, so for this also, we can do it this way. Okay, we can have trend line on the range just to see what the market is going to do next. So we can go down to the 5 minutes time frame. All right, so for this, if this market is still going to go up, this is where I expect the market to actually make the move from. So we have a fair value gap here, all right? And I expect the market to come back to the fair value gap. Okay, test the fair value gap before going up further. So this is the level where the market had earlier rejected from. Okay. So I strongly believe that the market is going to come back to this level. All right, so we have a point of interest on 1 hour time frame. The lower time frame, 5 minutes time frame. Okay, so we have a point of interest, and you're just going to wait for the market to come back to this level. Um, so once we get a confirmation that the market is going to buy, then we would go ahead and place our, open our buy position. All right. So, all right. So we've done the analysis for BTC USDT. Now let's go to Ethereum USDT. You see, both pair BTC USDT and Ethereum USDT, they have similar moves. They make similar moves in the market, and I think they always go the same direction. So if BTC USDT is buying, Ethereum will also be buying. All right. So, and then when I'm making analysis for Ethereum or BTC, after making my analysis on one, I use the other one as my confirmation. Okay. So what I mean by confirmation is just as we have it on BTC USDT, we have the point of interest where the market is currently retesting. We have the previous one, where the market had previously retested. So you see they have similar moves, and we can actually use this, to see if there's any correction we have to make on the BTC USDT analysis. Right. So let's just quickly make analysis here and see if it aligns well with what we have on BTC USDT. All right. So let's drop down to the lower time frame. I see a movement here, and the market is currently on my point of interest. So you see what we have here is similar to what we had on BTC USDT. All right, so on the lower time frame, we also have the liquidity purge here. We have the liquidity purge. Okay, so this is not the level of liquidity. All right, so we have the liquidity purge from this level. And then we have the shift in market structure. Okay, which is our change of character. And since the market is bullish, we are expecting a buy here. So this is going to come down to this level using this as an inducement level. So we have our inducement level here. Okay, we have our inducement level. All right. So this is the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, and I expect the market to come down here to our point of interest and then buy. So let me walk you through the analysis one more time. So we are still on Ethereum USDT. And as you can see from the 30 minutes time frame, the market is bullish. Okay, the market is bullish. And then we have this, internal structure, internal movement, that's been breaking highs internally. So to see this clearly, you have to drop down to the lower time frame, okay, because all the moves happened on the lower time frame. So now on the lower time frame, you see we can see this clearly, and as I've said earlier, it's a bullish move. So I, had my trend line connecting the dots from the low of the market to the current high of the market. All right. And then I expect the market to continue to move upward. All right. But for this to happen, the market is going to come down to this level where we have a point of interest. Okay. All right. All right. So since our analysis on Ethereum USDT, is also indicating us, rather suggesting a buy, then I think we are good with BTC USDT. Okay, so we're just going to wait, until the market either go down to our entry point or break the entry point to the downside. So whichever way, at least if the market breaks our point of interest to the downside, just simply means that the bears overtook the market and the market is going to sell. All right. But if the market gets to our entry point, trigger the entry and buy, then we're just going to open a buy position, that complements our analysis. All right. So let's analyze maybe one or two more pairs before we end our session for today. So now let's go back to XAUUSD. I think we had an analysis on XAUUSD. Okay, yes, we had an analysis. Okay, we have an analysis, but the market is still struggling to get to our point of interest. All right. So let's analyze USDJPY. All right, let's analyze USDJPY. So I'm going to delete all the previous analysis here and make a fresh one. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. All right, so on the 1 hour time frame, we had previous highs, higher highs, and higher lows. And then here the market changed direction. The market started creating lower lows instead of higher highs. So let's see if the market broke any major low. So if the market did break any low, then that means the market is reversing. And then we can start looking out for sales instead of buys. Okay. So we have this high, we have this low, we have this high. All right, we have this high, we have this low, we have this high, and then we have this low, that broke this level. So what we're going to do now is, first of all, we want to see if there's a liquidity purge around this level. Yes, there was a liquidity purge. The market broke the top and failed to create a low. So instead, the market made a shift in market structure. Okay. So the shift in market structure here gave this, made this a liquidity purge. Okay. So if this low didn't get broken, the liquidity purge wouldn't have been a liquidity purge. It would have been the usual break of structure instead. All right. Okay, so we have a liquidity purge here, and then we have a shift in the market structure here. So after the shift in the market structure, the market made a move, got to this point, retested the area, and then sold to the downside. So while selling, you see the market was breaking structures, creating break of structures to the downside. So we have a break of structure there. We have another break of structure here. So let's drop down to the lower time frame. All right, so on the lower time frame, this market actually respected the fair value gap we had here. Okay, not the fair value gap. We have, aside the fair value gap, we have another block. So the market actually respected the other block on that level. So we can also use a trend line. Okay, we can also use a trend line here. This is the 15 minutes time frame. All right, so for me, I think since this market had already mitigated this level, I'm just going to wait to see what is going to happen next. So my entry here will be below this level, below the lower trend line. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting the market to do. Hit the level, retest the level, and continue to go down. Okay, but if this doesn't happen and the market decides to break the level above, I think this is where the market is going to reject from instead. Okay, make a rest, then continue to go down. All right. All right. So guys, this would be our last analysis for today. So make sure to take a screenshot and replicate this analysis on the chart on your chart. Once you get a good confirmation, then you can go ahead and open position. All right, open position to the direction the market is heading towards. Okay, so let's check on our previous analysis and see if we can open position before we end our session for today. Okay, so let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. All right, so no opportunity yet. I think we had an analysis on, okay, no, not BNB USDT. We have one on Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum is already approaching our point of interest. Okay, Ethereum is approaching our point of interest. So guys, you can keep an eye on Ethereum USDT. Once the market gets to our point of interest and makes a reversal candle, maybe a rejection candle or a bullish engulfing candle, then you can go ahead and open a buy position. Okay, so which other pair do we have analysis on? I think that's XAUUSD. All right, so XAUUSD playing, in between our point of interest. So I think we have one on GBPCAD. Yes, so that was what we started with. Yeah. All right. So guys, those are the analysis I'll be, looking out for today. And once I get any good and confirmed entry, I'm going to share the signal to the BtcDana Nigerian group. All right. So, guys, that will be all for today. It's already 11 a.m. and our session is scheduled for just 1 hour. So, make sure to, as I've said earlier, replicate the analysis on your chart. And once you get a good entry, go ahead and open your position. Okay. So, we'll continue from where we stop, tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day and bye for now.